Hey Capricorn, welcome to your reading. Claire V here. This is timeless reading, so whenever you find this, it's for Capricorn. Still feeling a little bit of that eclipse energy. That's Capricorn need to know. The highest power. Alright, these two go together. I think we have enough to start. These three go together. Okay. So overall energy, we have quickness. We have this 8 of Wands. So it's like everything, a lot of thoughts. The wands in this deck are is air instead of fire. So this is like a lot of thoughts. A lot of thoughts here. And okay, so this reminds me of that experiment. Somebody else talked about that, about the water and the thoughts that I forget his name who did that, he took 3 things of water and said things or thought things about the water, and the one he thought bad things, the one good things, and the one he ignored. Well, the one he ignored was the one that was like real yucky after they froze it and checked the molecular structure. The one that he thought to talk bad things, that was the one he ignored was worse than the one that he talked bad to or thought bad things to. And then the one that he thought loving things to came out like snowflakes. Beautiful. So since our body is made up of 70% water, 80%, however much water, just imagine how these thoughts and words affect our molecular structure. So we want to be careful of the thoughts that we have, because not only do they affect our molecular structure, but they go out into like the Akashic records, into the collective. Definitely want to have good thoughts about emotions and about the cycles. So so here we have this tower on top of this, and you see the water is going into here, and it's these thoughts. So see how it affects the water, it affects the fish, it affects everything around you. So if you're wondering why things are the way they are, maybe we should think better thoughts, or let's find out. So, okay, maybe it's not even your own thoughts. Maybe it's somebody else's thoughts that is affecting you. Or somebody else's words to you. So if we're like helping somebody out or involved in a situation somehow, it might not even be your situation or your thoughts, but be careful, because be careful what you carry. You don't want to turn into what you're carrying. For instance, these bad thoughts, they turn water. You don't want them to turn into you. So, or bad words or something. Or maybe you're in a certain situation, You're helping somebody out. You don't want to turn into that. So be careful of that. So we have we have to clear that negative. Like once we take on that negativity, we have to clear that then. So we can use sage, like I just used saged, and I just saged everything, and use the feather to wipe everything. You can use fire to purify. There's so many things that we could do to cleanse this energy. We want to make sure that what we do is and the actions that we do have are positive and for the greatest good of all. I'll put some music on since the rats are being noisy. Between the rats and the cats. Maybe that's it. Getting along. Yeah, you're like carrying something that's not of you. So we are at the end of our journey. Like we started something, and it's like we're right there at the end, and we're like waiting for like a word, or we're waiting for an actual sign in order to complete it. But there are many. I don't know if they're hidden. It's going to be slow and steady, so this might take a while. But your birth chart has everything to do with it. These major planets, the moon, the sun, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, and Venus, something's like all connected. Maybe check the trines and the squares in your birth chart. If you don't know how to do that, I am coming up. I am making videos to show how to do that, starting at the basics with the basic terminology. So you will be able to do that. You might be waking up in the middle of the night with like nightmares or this worry. But yes, fire has something to do with it. Fire purifies. You want to almost like put all that thought and all that, maybe like write it all down and like burn it or flush it. Like I heard this one time, you know, if you have a problem with somebody or something, you write it down on a piece of paper, and then after you take a doo-doo, that's what has to do with doo-doo. After you go to the bathroom, put it in the toilet and flush it down. You want to like get rid of this. We want to flush it away. It's like your play or your subconscious mind is being covered, and you want to open that up because you have this superpower that could create a lot of things. It's almost like this is happening because of the structure of everything. You want to, it's kind of like Pluto, like I'm drawing this picture. And this basically shows that the deep subconscious thoughts or the psychology, it's what's underneath, is like what Pluto does is dig that out. It digs out this subconscious, or digs out what like no longer serves us and brings it to the surface so we can take care of it. So it's maybe these dreams or something that you'll get a sign and something's being brought to the surface. Your birth chart definitely has something to do with it. And what Pluto does, everyone thinks, oh, Pluto's so bad and blah, 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 blah. It's not even a planet, but it is, to me, it is a planet, and it isn't bad like they think. Oh, it brings negativity and it brings this. So what it does bring is it brings transformation. It brings life. Yes, it may bring It may bring death, but after death comes a rebirth. Like, it's almost like clearing the way to make room. And this also has to do with like a mass, like as a whole. And, like shedding the skin of your body, finding out what's underneath. Because this is like cold and dark, so it's not like been moved. So when you put movement into it, or fire, it's friction. So bring that passion or those positive thoughts to create a better structure, so that way when we move up, we don't get these, we don't get a breakdown and everything gets destroyed. A cardinal is in here with 2 blue jays, so, or robins. So a loved one, okay, so this is maybe dreaming of a loved one. Okay, so I had my cousin pass away, and in order for, I wanted to see her so bad, so I was like, I'm going in my dream and I'm gonna see her. So I thought, and I wrote, and I drew, and I said, before I went to sleep, I said, I'm going to dream my cousin tonight. I need a hug. So I went to bed that night, and in the morning, I woke up feeling so refreshed and so rejuvenated, because I had a dream of my cousin, and she gave me a hug in my dream. That's all I wanted. So that's what I got. So thoughts are very powerful. You could create this dream or this situation with the thoughts that you have. And it's coming from emotion. And dreams, you have many choices. This is many, many choices you have. You have many options. So it's like you're waiting for the right call or the right option. And in order for that to happen, this front one is like leading the pack, and that is the sun. That's what everyone sees. That's what, it's the action. So even if you don't know, it's like saying take the first action, and then something will come out of that. So even if you're not sure, go for it. Because this is something that's going to create something new. There may be even a birth at, yeah, so let's see the top of the deck. Another 7. Yeah, we're definitely planning here. This is reap what you sow. Another, who was that? I think it was Cancer's reap what you sow. I'm not sure about that, but this is like planning these ideas, or planning this thing, like literally building. And like I said, it's going to take like a while. This is like when you plant a seed, it first has to go through the dark, through the germination period. It's like you're going to have to go through these dark times, so that way your shell could crack like Pluto, and then you can start growing. The 8 of Wands in the regular tarot deck is Cupid's arrows too, and you do have the Ace of Cups, so maybe it is a new relationship. Or new emotional situation. Let's see if there's anything else for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, this is something that you were creating, or maybe recreating, that's gonna birth something else. But it's through creative play that you will, come up with this. It's in your subconscious. So maybe your dreams, or writing, or something of that sort. Let's see if there's any other message from the divine for Capricorn. Here we have it. Yes, definitely. So yes, we have to come out with a strategy. There has to be a strategy. This is the Ace of Swords. So just like the wands are swords, are the wands, instead of being, they switched the wands and swords. So this is passions and your morals and the way you think things, and you have justice after that. So it's like creating these new set of morals from this broken down structure. So yeah, it may have been a negative thing that happened or not so good thing, but it happened in a way so that way we can rebuild things in a more fair, this is a more balanced kind of way. So we can move forward. We could be mourning. Definitely mourning, and your birth chart has a lot to do with that. You need to rid these negative emotions, throw them out. It's almost like you're going, you're like in isolation. Like isolating your thoughts or isolating these things. So get them out. Maybe that's how you purify it. Definitely a birth or a new emotional situation. Maybe this is like a try thing. Like there's another person involved in your relationship. Or maybe not another person or another situation. I'm not saying that somebody's cheating or something, but there could be an interference, definitely, maybe a birth. And we're definitely mourning. So you want to make sure all the people in your boat are for you. While you turn your back, they're not poking holes in the boat and making you sink. You want to move forward with your, this is going to help you, your strategic, the strategy, it's like almost planning it in order, like first, second, third. But like I said before, it's like waiting for a sign, like you have to take an action first, because the sign's not going to come until you actually do something about it. Once you act on it, even though you have many choices and you're like confused possibly, by acting, even if you don't know, going with your intuition possibly, go with your intuition and start acting, and it's like a cycle. It'll create this like you know, them things that go back and forth. Once you pull the one ball, and it'll start that motion. So that's what you want to do. You almost want to pull back and start that motion, Capricorn. For hello, let's see what's on the on the top of the deck. Yeah, so that we're maybe have to save up or empty our savings somehow. Preparing for a baby or making something. So in order to keep this going, we need to have a strategy. Turtle medicine, the cardinal. Maybe Libra has something to do with this. But yes, we definitely want to have subconscious play. I think that's all for you, Capricorn. Yeah, 3 of Wands. Go get it. And you're safe, loved, and protected. Just know. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.